constantly being encouraged to do the thing they're not yet ready for. So the thing they haven't yet achieved, rather than being allowed to be kind of in the moment doing the thing that they feel that they need for themselves. So there's a couple of things going on there. On the one hand, again, we have this instinct to teach. So we have to maybe choose what we teach and what we don't teach as adults. But also we have an attitude generally, again, I think, that's sort of become a bit entrenched of us and them, that babies are some kind of other, that they're not human beings in the same way that we are, and so therefore we don't trust that they know what they need. We feel that it is our role, and again, this is partly due to all sorts of pressures on parents, particularly these days, which have also then been put on to caregivers, that we have to be doing everything we possibly can to bring our children on, to make sure that they have everything they need to be successful. And so it does seem counterintuitive of us to then say, slow right down. But as Emmy Pikler, I can't remember the exact quote, there's a lovely quote, but there's something about how she wanted people to realize that by doing this, by constantly trying to get them to the next step, we're making them feel like they are not good enough. And if we think about as adults, if you're trying to learn something and someone then just comes and does it for you, and you miss out that learning process, you kind of can make you feel a bit flat or a bit. It can be humiliating.
Definitely.
And that whilst babies don't have any language for their feelings, it doesn't mean they don't have feelings. And we do need to recognize that. And by allowing them these little struggles and by allowing them to work things out for themselves, they are achieving for themselves. And, and you can sense the child who has achieved something and is feeling good about themselves. You can see it in their faces. You know that they have this feeling, even if they don't, even if they're pre-verbal. So it's really worth slowing right down and observing and noticing these things if you're going to try this, so that you can really get a better feeling for why it is that we feel so strongly about it. There's a human being who needs to be given these opportunities and has the right to have these opportunities to do things for themselves, where it is, there are plenty of things we have to do for them. And we can take a lot of joy in doing those things, but we don't have to be constantly setting them up to achieve.